Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. We're going to get a couple of value stock ideas now from Tracy Reinick, our value stock strategist at Zacks.com. A couple of interesting ones here.
Yeah,
one
always.
Chinese company. When we're talking with you, there always has to be a Chinese company on the docket. ZST Digital Networks, ZSTN, the ticker symbol.
Yes.
So they supply digital and optical network equipment to cable system operators in China exclusively.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. And this is a growing business. I mean, just like everywhere in the world, you know, the cable story is big, and everyone's building these new networks, and especially in China, a lot of the little municipalities, the districts, the cities, all that are expanding their networks. I guess the government has instituted this plan that everybody has to start bundling, and this is causing a lot of the towns to upgrade their networks. And so this company is providing the equipment, and so they're seeing a lot of business in that. And then just a couple months ago, they started a new business supplying GPS systems to commercial fleets, which is also a growing business. Auto fleets? Yeah, and trucking and things like that. So this is big business in China too. So, you know, the shipments can get to where they're supposed to get on time.
Yeah, right.
That's taking about 18% of their revenue and growing. So they have both the cable side growing and now this newer GPS side growing. And, you know, the story looks good. They just surprised on estimates last quarter, and they saw a big revenue boost of about 36%. And, you know, they increased guidance on the revenue side. They didn't give EPS guidance, but all the analysts have been raising estimates on both the beat and then, you know, seeing future revenue growth here. It's, you know, it's an interesting story because the stock has kind of a crazy chart. They went public last October, and that was kind of not a good time to go public for the Chinese stocks because the Chinese stocks in general started really weakening in October, and you can see it in this chart here. But recently, a little bit of pop in the stock, and it's really, really cheap. It's trading under 4 times and only 3.5 or 3.6 times earnings. So, you know, it's cheap, and it's in this kind of growing area.
Then there's Textainer Group, TGH, the ticker symbol. Makers of big containers.
Yes, yeah, the big shipping, the dry bulk shipping. They do refrigerated cars. They're the world's largest leasing company of these containers worldwide. And, you know, they have about 400 shipping companies that are as their customers, and then they also resell some of their containers to about 1,000 customers worldwide. Okay. So they're kind of a company that you look to see if the global recovery is actually happening because it's shipping, and you know, as those volumes increase, there will be more demand for their containers to ship the stuff in. Yeah. And they are seeing that. They're expecting.
That's the theory.
Right. And they're expecting cargo's volumes to increase about 10% in 2010. But the interesting thing also on the container side is that no one was building new containers the last couple of years. It's like the recession really dampened any demand, so no one built any. Now the demand has picked up, and now there aren't any. So there's a real shortage of the containers. Textainer just put an order in for new containers, their largest order in 31 years. So they're expecting, you know, the demand to stay there. And their numbers have also been really good. They too have been surprising on the estimates, and they didn't give any guidance this last quarter, but they said they see the shortage going through 2010, maybe into 2011, which will help their bottom line because their utilization rates are really, really high with the shortage. So basically, they're leasing out everything that they have in you know, their inventory. And the estimates are up good here. The stock isn't super expensive. It's trading around 11 times, which is a little bit under their peers. If you can see that the chart, it is at a 3-year high here, but it was coming off those really low levels of the recession. And like I said, it's not real expensive, so their story is kind of interesting.
All right. Do you own either of these?
I do not.
Check out more Zacks Rank Buy stock pick ideas on our website. Our homepage, Zacks.com, has 4 new ideas up for you daily, one in each of the investing categories written about on Zacks.com, Tracy's included, as well as momentum and growth and income and aggressive growth. With Tracy Reinick, I'm Terry Ruffalo.